Serious question to you guys. I'm going to try to answer it, but I have a serious question because I want to get people's thoughts on this. Is this dead on arrival? Now, of course, leading to this being dead on arrival, what we're going to talk about, just because of obviously the various examples that we have in entertainment and media right now. However, there's no way they could produce this and do it right. So it got announced the other day that there's a Duke Nukem movie in the works. And it's made by the creators of Cobra Kai, who a lot of y'all have said a lot of good things about. But it seems that it's been confirmed that the company behind Dune and Godzilla, Legendary Entertainment, and they have the movie rights from Gearbox, with Cobra Kai creators Josh Hale, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg on board to produce. They're also going to produce. Legendary will also produce, as will Julian created Marla Studios, which specializes in video game adaptations. Hale, Horowitz, and Schlossberg are producing via Banner Counterbalance Entertainment. So considering who Duke Nukem is, there is no way in this day and age through Hollywood. It's one thing to do it independently. When I say independently, I mean not tied to the big guys. But through Hollywood, for those of you that aren't familiar with who Duke Nukem is, actually one of the first. Duke Nukem and Doom, for that matter, was some of the first. I should have been playing them at that age. I will be the first person to admit that. But those are among the first when I was young, the first PC games that some of the first PC games that I played because my dad had them. Shouldn't have been playing them fucking games, but I was. And Duke Nukem kind of turned into what would be everything that the modern entertainment industry and leftists hate. He would be the most toxic of the toxic males. Between his ego, even some of just the basic one-liners and stuff that he would have are so inappropriate. Balls of steel. So inappropriate for today by Hollywood's terms. Okay? Just who he is, definitely based off kind of this obnoxious action hero per se of the 80s, if you will. There is no way that they could produce that and make it honest to who Duke Nukem is and who he's like the definitive Duke Nukem that is. There's no way that they could do that. There's no way. I just do not see that happening. That them doing that justice and making him as toxic. He's obnoxiously toxic. He's supposed to be that way. It's basically a meme. I don't see them doing that. And presenting it as good, that is. They may do it in some roundabout way. And they'll introduce some, chick, mixed breed chick with the side of a head shaved, telling him how toxic he is. And then the movie will be basically him reforming. You know what I mean? That they may do it that way. But presenting his toxicity, as they would call it, in a good light, I just don't see that happening. I'm sorry, guys. I don't see it. I know that, hey, they're saying that. I haven't seen Cobra Kai. A lot of y'all are like, oh, it does this justice. It's big. It's not any of this bull crap that we've had to be dealing with Hollywood. I get that. I just don't see it happening. I just can't possibly envision a Hollywood release of the definitive Duke Nukem in a movie done right by him and presenting what they deem as toxic in a good light. I just can't see that happening as that being the definitive trait of the protagonist, and then again the protagonist being good. I just don't see that happening. I would love to get your thoughts on that, and you guys could have a powwow in the comments section if they end up working at some point, considering YouTube's having all their issues. But it's just certain material of old. Just, I would wish that it would be put out. I'll be the first person to say that. I would love a Blazing Saddles. I would love a. It's funny, like right before this shit got released, you had Tropic Thunder. There's no way they could fucking put that movie out now, or it's no way that they could put it out. It's no way they would put it out. As brilliant as that film was, there's no way that they're gonna put that. They would do that again. It's just they just couldn't. Those movies. Even hell, a lot of you guys' favorite, now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of you guys' favorite movies just could not be put out today. Hollywood, they're too chicken shit to do it. So we'll see what happens. But if I'm having to put my neck out there, I think it's going to be DOA. Whatever it is, like so many video game adaptations, but specifically for this one, they couldn't do it. It make too many people upset that, unfortunately, Hollywood has said, okay, this is who we're going to cater to. I just don't see that. I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening.
You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on YouTube.com/YoungRipper59 and Odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, EricDJuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.